Just as ospreys are designed to be the best possible hunters of fish, wolves are designed to be the best hunters of deer and other large game, and every animal is gifted to best suit its purpose. So too are the ZAC designed to prey upon humans. They are the monsters in the dark, the dripping nightmares that haunt your race. All areas where humans are weak, the ZAC are strong. The ZAC are a key early antagonist inside the inheritance cycle, the pure embodiment of evil and terror. Unlike other antagonists, there are no shades of grey, no better aspects, and no redeeming qualities. But still, so much of their background and history lies in mystery. Today, we'll be taking a deeper look at these dark creatures. The ZAC have an almost alien life cycle, with each stage of their life coming with a different physical aspect. After emerging from their egg, the ZAC quickly grow into vaguely human bipedal bodies. Even in such an early stage of their life, the ZAC are extremely strong and have a hard exoskeleton. At this young age, they are still growing their wings, causing them to walk with a hunchback. They walk on thin legs with backwards facing joints, giving them an unsettling walking and running gait. Their faces consist of a hooked, sharp beak, strong enough to kill a man from a single jab, and two black eyes, the size of a fist, without pupils or eyelids. Even at this young stage, they are strong enough to take on a rider in one-on-one combat, and would overwhelm almost all normal humans in combat. After 20 years of this bipedal stage, the ZAC will then form into the lefa-blaka. The lefa-blaka is the adult and possibly last stage of development inside the ZAC life cycle. The lefa-blaka have airless bodies with rigid muscles, leathery wings, and a thick hide. The lefa-blaka are big in size, with a beak up to 7 feet long and extremely powerful hind legs. The lefa-blaka can live in this form for over a century. The ZAC speak in unintelligible sounds in a series of clicks, clacks, and chirps. The language has never been translated and is thought to be impossible to translate, let alone speak, with human tongues. However, the ZAC can speak human languages and have actually been forced to swear oaths in the ancient language. Although they do not have the ability to form magic, the ZAC possess a formidable list of powers and abilities. Firstly, their minds are undetectable and cannot be sensed through magic. This could be an inherent ability, or simply due to the fact that their minds are so alien, magicians cannot comprehend them. This mind shielding is a rather scary concept, as it takes an extremely powerful mission to hide and leave no trace of their mind. For this to occur completely natural is very, very rare in Alagaësia. The only other example of this in the books is the strange human cultist on Throne Guard who Eragon noticed had their mind shielded, similar to the ZAC. Alongside superhuman strength, they also have fast speed and incredible agility, coming close, if not meeting, the physical abilities of an elf. The ZAC have extremely good senses, particularly their sense of smell, where they can follow scents over long distances. They also have excellent night vision, being able to see completely in darkness. One of their more powerful abilities saw them being able to completely incapacitate a human with nothing but their breath. Through a means that was not of magic, they could release a gas that at best would fog the mind of a human, and at worst, incapacitate them, giving them a terrible feeling of dread. Human dragon riders are completely immune due to their bond with their dragons, who are not affected at all by this. Despite these dangerous abilities, the ZAC do have great weaknesses. Firstly, being hypersensitive to brightness and sunlight, causing them pain and discomfort. The ZAC also have a strong phobia of deep water. This is most likely due to the ZAC not being able to swim due to their exoskeleton. The origin of the ZAC is a near complete mystery. There are few concrete things we know about their history, which we'll cover first, and then we'll move on to the theories around the ZAC. They either originated, or at least lived for a long time, where the humans of the world first came from. We know for certain that this unknown landmass is to the southwest of Alagaësia. After the emigration of humans to Alagaësia, it is believed the ZAC followed shortly after, tailing their natural prey. It is possible that this is what the original migrators were running from. One theory by a Reddit user, Hornless Mountain Rat, builds upon this anecdote of information, believing that the original homeland of the humans is actually ruled by the ZAC through a sacrificial cult, and the humans who fled to Alagaësia were the last tribe of people resistant to this dark religion. The theory moves on to suggest that one or two cultists could have infiltrated the original human migrators, bringing their dark beliefs and dark overlords to Alagaësia. This does answer a rather large question that looms over the migration of the ZAC, which is, how did they cross water with having a paralysing fear of it? Could the cultists have brought an egg? There are many more theories around the origin of the ZAC, from being created by the grey folk to manage human populations through magic, to them being completely alien creatures. But for now, we will have to wait in anticipation to see if Christopher Paolini will reveal any more information. After coming to Alagaësia, the ZAC roam wild and seem to grow in population, continuing their vicious hunt of humans. Eventually, the Dragon Riders agreed to put an end to this and hunt the ZAC. This began the ZAC War, where the Riders actively sought out and attacked the creatures. Although called a war, in reality this was a genocide, an attempt at exterminating the ZAC from Alagaësia, which some of the fanbase think is rather uncharacteristic of the Riders. As a result of this war, all but 2 of the Leatherblacka were exterminated. After his victory over the Riders, Galbatorix came across the Leatherblacka. It isn't completely clear whether he sought them out or more came across them by chance, but we know he bartered with them and came to an agreement for his protection and a limitless supply of human flesh. They would then serve Galbatorix. He granted them their home in Helgrind, and then used them to track down his more powerful enemies and any remaining dragon riders and dragons. Now, an important aspect of the ZAC's existence in Alagaësia is the religion or cult formed around the ZAC's existence. The religion goes by a number of names, the worshippers of Helgrind, or the followers of Tosk being a couple. It was revealed in Inheritance that the followers sacrificed body parts in order to transcend spiritually and serve the ZAC. The founder of this cult, Tosk, was the first prophet of the religion. He set down rules for its adherents in the Book of Tosk. He had set up a language and runic alphabet to write the Book of Tosk. He, like other worshippers, revered the ZAC and Leatherblacka as their deities, as well as sacrificed their own blood and limbs to please them. The ZAC do play a critical role inside the overarching story of the Inheritance cycle. They were originally sent to Carverhall to hunt down Saphira's egg, killing Eragon's uncle and terrorising the village. Eragon, with the aid of Brom, tracked and attempted to get revenge on these creatures, which unfortunately ended tragically in the death of Brom. Later in the series, they returned to Carverhall on orders from Galbatorix to capture Roran, Eragon's cousin. They threatened the villagers with slavery, most of whom rallied behind Roran and escaped to Serda. Unfortunately, the ZAC were able to kidnap Katrina and Sloane, who they took to Helgrind. Later, Eragon and Saphira aided Roran in attacking the ZAC's lair. In the attack, Saphira killed the 2 Leatherblacka, and Roran killed one of the ZAC before freeing Katrina. Eragon then hunted the last wounded ZAC through Helgrind. Before killing the ZAC, Eragon spoke with the wounded creature. The last ZAC attempted to warn Eragon that Galbatorix had Eldunari and was close to finding the true name of the ancient language. This, however, was not the end of the ZAC. In secret, the ZAC had entrusted eggs to Galbatorix and the priests of Helgrind. These eggs were hatched in a ceremony, during which Eragon and Arya were nearly killed by the infant ZAC, but the timely arrival of the herbalist Angela destroyed the hatchlings, with one being killed by Solumbum and the other by Eragon. As we move into this last part, I just wanted to put a warning here that this will contain spoilers for the new Murtagh book if you've not read it already. You've all been warned, so no complaining. It is unknown how many eggs remain inside Alagaësia, but we know there is at least one, and possibly a couple hidden in Drasleona. One surviving egg was sent to Gilead, and was discovered by Captain Wren, a member of the secret order Du El Drama. This egg was stored inside a secret chamber, alongside other dark and occult objects. It is still unclear why the sect has the egg, but I'm sure we'll discover it in upcoming books. Thanks everyone for joining me today, and thanks again for all the love and support you've been giving me on all my videos. It's been great seeing so many of you enjoy these videos, and I'm sorry I can't make more of them quicker for you. If you all can take a moment to like and subscribe, that would help me immensely. Thanks guys, and see you in the next one.